luminaries and healers of today's world. Usher in new earth by living in your sacred heart. Quantum Conversations is brought to you by AcousticHealth.com, home of music from the universe, online healing retreats, and this program. Claim your free registration to daily shows at AcousticHealth.com. AcousticHealth.com, your portal to the inner realms. Our program starts shortly. Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, everyone. We are opening this very sacred space together. Once again, it's always so beautiful to come together in this very sacred space and our online portal. We are a portal of light, and today we are going to receive a beautiful activation from my next guest, who always lifts us to higher platforms. We are really in New Earth, and we welcome everyone to get wildly creative as we get activated into higher crystal light frequencies. My guest is Nora, WalksInSpirit, and she is back again with us on Quantum Conversations. Hello, Nora.
Hi, how are you? How are you doing there, Loren, and everybody out there?
We are good. It is a different world since the last time we spoke, and what a better way to really usher in new earth as to having everyone quiet. There is a global, not everyone is quiet, but there is a global reset going on. Would you like to share on this, your take on this?
Yeah, it is a reset. It's almost like, you change the clocks in the spring, and everything changes. Your hourly time frames change, and it just feels to me like this whole new awakening within. What did they give me? It's a new soul light that's being awakened. This is the time change. This is like the resetting of the patterns of thinking, the patterns and routines of what you do each day when you're coming into connecting with other frequencies. We're alone now in these sequestered times and working everything online, but it also means that we're really in a beautiful, beautiful spiritual awakening state where we're becoming aware of our own soul light that is within us. It's no longer being blanketed by the disruptive and interruptive fields that we would otherwise bump into and create in our aura fields. So when you're not around a lot of people and you're staying a distance to people, then you're not taking on their aura fields. Mm-hmm. You're not taking on the consciousness fields of others. Mm-hmm. You're going to find it a lot easier to keep yourself at a higher vibration, and you're going to know when there is an interruptive field that's attaching inside of your aura field. And so the inner soul child could never be aligned into such a higher state of coming into what they've been teaching me for years to teach across the planet, is the oneness consciousness, which is the light that's within It has to shine out. It's never been able to shine out of us, out of the heart seeds, out of the third eye chakra, because we've been blanketed by the lowering fields that just web us for hundreds of years. And so they give me that this is really a perfect time when we will all be renewing and receiving the new vibration of this light consciousness.
This is so beautiful. So we're going to have you talk more about this light shining out of the third eye and the heart. As they show you, that does make a lot of sense. And so maybe you could share with us later how we would actually work on that. Now, when you say they, these are your guides, but for those who are new to you, share with us who they are.
Okay. Thank you for asking that, because I'm sure I'm getting a big applause up in the realms. There's a big applause going on, and
I hear it.
And just a bowing down.
Yes.
It is these are infinite light essences, I guess you would say. It's almost like when I feel this essence of this divine presence of a higher intelligence arriving into my own consciousness fields, into my inner mind, into my inner heart, onto my hands. It's like very, very delicate, like you would see shears of curtains. They're very, very, it's just like silhouettes of energies of light waveforms. And these are infinite intelligence of light beings that coming from grid systems way, 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 way beyond. System usually going into a very, very heightened passageway that takes me through many, many different portals. And this is where I come into this high frequency chamber room where there is this circle or ring of these high stranded beings in silhouettes of stranded essences. And they're just infinite beings of light, of intelligence. And so when you start connecting into your own higher state of consciousness, you too can go and explore those new passageways of your own soul's mastery light frequencies, and you'll come in within your own higher consciousness to a knowing mind of a crystal being that's going to be that essence of who you are. And that's kind of like what these silhouettes are. They're really, really strands of a higher infinite intelligence of many of my soul light lifetimes, but also of the infinite all source grids of systems within these passageways. It's pretty crystal clear when you get into that state. It's kind of hard to describe it, but when you go into one of those higher supra consciousness states, it's there. You just have this knowing state that you have these essences of these strands of shears, like sheer curtains, like beautiful white sheer curtains. How do you say that? When you're going outside and you're just walking along, and then a warm breeze comes. Well, you can't see the wind, but you feel the energy of this beautiful, warm, and peaceful essence. It's a very high beautiful presence. And it just makes you feel invigorated. That's the wind. We can't see it to describe it to someone, but that's the same as when you get into these higher new passageways of your true higher light soul when you start traversing, which we have that ability to do now.
Yes, and so I know there's many who say, I want to do that. I want to go inside and I want to explore these passageways. And you work with people to do that. You teach people and you have healing sessions. And so these new passageways, I want to share what we've heard from our collective in these past few weeks. We've got people who are saying they're feeling, I think this is what they're describing is what you are explaining. It feels so warm and soft. It feels as if we are beating our hearts with Mother Earth in synchrony, and it also feels almost like we're in the womb. So when people are reporting these feelings back in this time where many people are, let's call it safe harboring, would you say that this is really more of that essence, this light essence, infinite light essence that we're beginning to feel?
Yeah. The more that you, because the main part of my teachings is about the stillness.
Yeah.
And when the masters come to me in these higher elaborate strands and orbs and things, it's through stillness that you connect. And during this quiet time, we have the opportunity throughout the day to just activate this true path of our mind to go into the higher journeys of these passageways to the originating soul light of your abilities and gifts. And what happens is, unknowingly, every time you go into this higher state of awareness and tapping into this higher consciousness, you really are letting go of the old energies of your mind, and it just happens that there's the soul essence of this light intelligence arrives within your mind, and you get that gentleness of the soft energy that you're breathing into your heart. And that soft energy begins dissolving anything that is not peaceful within your body. It starts transmuting negative thought forms. It just lets go of anything that you feel in a little bit of fear about something or unknowing about something. It wants you to stay in its soul light essence of gentleness. And so it whooshes this away gently for you so that you have this continual peacefulness within your thought forms. And your body starts transitioning. Your mind starts shifting into this higher consciousness. It's the love. It's through the love that you feel in your heart, because this higher soul essence of your own light being is invoking these gentle energies in their heart. It's not just an energy field. It's your own holiest of holies that is kind of like coming down and lighting that candle in your heart and opening you up to, let's let go of all of these things that's surrounding you. It's almost like decluttering everything in your heart and in your mind. The light is emanating, and this brings in this higher consciousness field of love, light, and freedom. When we have this new birthing that's taking place of consciousness on the planet, it's the new birthing is really freedom. That you're not going to let that light you know, go out. You used to sing that song when you were young, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Well, that's what's coming back. That's the light that you're breathing into your heart. It's a magnificent vibration, and it's healing you, and it's clearing away and transmuting the thought forms of fear and unknowingness. This is why I say, go into the stillness more while you have this quiet time. Just tap into that and breathe it in. Connect with it into your heart. Feel the warmth in the heart. Now feel the heart expanding with that energy of warmth and peace. It's a love vibration that just arrives. And when that love vibration arrives in the heart like this is when the thought forms and the mind dissolves and begins thirsting for the knowledge of that what is to come next. And it'll move right down into the belly. It's beginning to transition into the organs of the body as the heart and the Ashiru is expanding the love frequency. And the crown chakra starts opening. And you just have this, you just have breathe out because you want to fill up more with this light coming, because if the crown chakra opens, it just happens. And I believe this is what the people are feeling every day, is this connective energy that's pouring in because the crown chakra is opening more, and the heart chakra is attuning into these frequencies as the mind is letting go.
That's it. That was so beautiful, and I really hope that everyone listening and enjoying this was able to experience that connection, the soft energy in the heart, the love vibration. Go ahead.
It's just through that breathing in.
Yes.
It's the breath. But it's very, very, it's, when you take that moment to listen to the stillness around you, you really are listening, and then you start feeling. And the feeling comes in within the top of the head. You feel energy on top of the head, but then you start feeling there's a warmth in your heart. And the more that you do it, even for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and then you build up to 20 minutes or a half hour a day, you'll feel how quickly that stillness starts happening, that warmth goes right away to your heart, and you feel the love.
Feeling the love. Mm-hmm. And I want to, my eyes are closed right now. You do this to me every time, Nora. And I hope that, those who are able to close their eyes right now can do that and come inward into this space that Nora is describing. It is so beautiful. You can literally feel the pressure. Today was hectic for me. I don't know about how everyone is feeling, even though we're homeward bound, most of us. There is still a feeling of an acceleration on time. And so for me personally to come back to this space right here, right now, I feel a huge relief in the mind area. Like it's calming the central nervous system. It's a beautiful, relaxing feeling.
Yeah, it's just a matter of tapping into it,
Yes.
As often as you can. And when you breathe it in, you're really breathing in your own light essence. You're not breathing in other people's consciousness, because your auras are really, really clearing rapidly because of being in seclusion. And the stillness of the mind, the stillness of the body, that in itself starts connecting you to these higher light waves of light intelligences that we can't see. So I don't see these masters, these infinite intelligent beings. I hear their frequency and I feel their essence. So I don't see an orb per se, or there's never a face, because it's beyond intelligence. It's just particles of intelligence. But it's all about when you're going into the stillness, it's really when you still the mind and the body simultaneously, it can't help but balance and align all of your consciousness fields of your chakra body and all of your other systems. When the mind and the heart come into that coherence of stillness, you have a huge vibration of love that just automatically appears. And it will dissolve those thought forms of a hectic day, or what am I going to do next, or where am I going? You just get into that alignment with your higher soul essence of light. And those intelligent beings, or particles of light, they will redirect and shift the matrix field around you. This is the new patterns. This is the new thinking, the new living patterns. We have to go deeper into the heart and into your inner heartbeat, and you let go of the mind, and you stay focused with breathing in more of the light essences. You'll get that pitched ringing in the ears, or you'll get a tingling on top of the crown. And sometimes people get their ears plugged. It just means that they're adjusting your energy, your consciousness fields within the inner mind is getting adjusted. You're being tweaked. And it's kind of like your antennas are going up, like, whew, there's a very high frequency here. You're going way above and beyond in the ethers that you can't see, and your ears get a little bit plugged or something. No different if you dove into the deep end of the pool. There's a different frequency surrounding your body and within your body. This is how the body is reacting and accepting and transitioning. But you're not swimming underwater at this point. You're sitting still and you're swimming through passageways of time.
Very interesting. Yes, we are, whether we are aware of it or not, this is happening. And this is happening to the world, everyone who is at home, sitting in their space. Very interesting with the tones. So the tones then are a great indicator or a reminder when we hear them to breathe it in and come inward, into center, into that higher crystal light frequency. Yeah.
And like earlier today, the frequencies all of a sudden this morning, they were extremely high. I was trying to do some work and my right ear all of a sudden got plugged, and I was like, okay, where did that come from? I'm working away. And then it got really strong on the back of my head, and I was like, okay, time out. So I just shut the laptop down, and I just sat still. And I just go into my stillness for that moment. And the first thing I say is, I receive all that you have for me in this very now moment.
Mm.
Because I know that there's an adjustment taking place, and they're trying to get my attention. They're arriving at some sort of energy field within me.
Mm.
And they're just tapping in. And usually when that happens for me, I just stop what I'm doing. It's just for 5 minutes or 7 minutes. If it's longer, it's because they're bringing me in a heightened download, which I'll integrate later. Mm-hmm. But it's just that there's a shift and there's a tweaking moment that they want to come in and do an adjustment into the right brain or left brain. And I just bow down in total acceptance and, okay, I'm going into stillness. I receive all that you have for me in this now moment. Clear my mind so that I can receive. And I take the deep breath in. I breathe that energy down through my crown. I feel the warmth in my heart. And that's when I'll hear the messages coming in of what they're wanting me to teach next.
Mm-hmm. This is a great way for all of us to connect every day this way. And so when you get the messages, do you suggest that, well, what do you do? Do you write them down? Some people may need to do that, otherwise we may forget, right? Do you find that helpful? Or what do you do?
I just really wait on the word and just let it be. Because
don't force it.
No, because then you're going into the mind, and
don't expect it. Yes. Okay.
If you just sit very still with it, these are energies of a higher intelligent consciousness that's swimming in your aura. It's going to be sitting in your outer fields around the third eye, pineal, inner ear. It's going to be sitting there for at least 48 hours anyways. So a lot of times it comes in. I registered right away, there's something coming in, because it's coming in stronger on the top of my head. My ears are pitching. So stop what I'm doing, because I want to pull it in. I want to let the masters know, okay, you got something for me. I'll take it on. And it's almost like I just bring it down, and wherever I feel it, and I just kind of park that frequency to the left of my head or to the back of my head.
Okay.
I want to hold on to that frequency. I want to let the masters know I receive all that you have for me, clear my mind, I align to it. And then I just breathe in the stillness, and I feel the warmth, and then, within 2 minutes, it's leaving. My ears aren't ringing or plugging, and off my crown, it's not tingling anymore. It's leaving that area of the body. And, but all of a sudden, 4 hours later, or 4 o'clock in the morning, or the next day, I'll get a profound writing that'll pour through automatically. So it's really not to race to get into what it is, just be in the receiving. Because when we become masters in, the upcoming years in these 2020s, we won't be writing things down. We'll be just transmitting the information from the aura field. We'll incept it into our third eye and breathe it into our heart, take on the intelligent knowledge, and then maybe meet someone in the realms or meet someone that you're going to be teaching or talking to the next day, and you'll just be transmitting the information into their aura. That's how they feel it to me.
That is really very, very interesting. And you've just explained how people are receiving the information. And again, I'll say not even aware of it, but really cool how you've been able to discern it and be aware of it, knowing that experience of feeling that frequency of the pitch sound, and that later here you are just pouring the information out. And we can look back in our lives and see those times where we have spurts of inspiration, and now we can begin connecting the dots. So anyone who hears the ears going off, I've had really interesting ones where it moves from one ear to the next. And at first, when it started happening, I think it started happening for me in like 1995 was when I really first noticing it. And it scared me at first. So thank you for sharing that, because it's not to be scared. And we've talked about this before with other symptoms. Let's call it energy, cosmic energy source ascension symptoms, where we may not know what's going on, or some get dizzy. And you say that this is really the space to lean into it even more.
Yeah, I should say something else here too. Because the frequencies are very, very strong right now, extremely strong since Easter. I mean, even since the 12-12-12 last year, it seems like it's really ramping up. And every month, to me, every month of this year, 2020, every month, whether it's a gateway or eclipse or lunar activity of some sort, it's almost like in the ethers, someone's turning this massive dial to the right a little bit more, and where they're just pushing us up a little bit on these frequential vibrations around our outer ears and third eye and heart. And it's really, really important not to go into fear, not to go into anxiety, and not to spiral into this state of something's wrong. Mm-hmm. So if this high frequency all of a sudden comes in, it's stronger. I'm going to give an example. It's stronger than what happened this morning with my ear going plug, which I never get, by the way. But anyways, that's a very strong pitch. So if something comes in and you all of a sudden feel this anxiousness on your heart, a racing feeling, this is raising the blood pressure. And so you want to right away, instead of going in, my blood pressure is going up, my head has a tightness on the forehead, it's anxiousness coming, what is this? I don't know whether I want this. Mm-hmm. Right away, you want to start diluting those thought forms and go and sit down and get your feet really, really anchored on the ground and breathe in your light. So you're going to sit still, anchor your feet. Show me a sign you're here with me now. I need to know you're with me. My divine soul of light, show me a sign you're here with me now. Stay in the stillness and feel that your own soul light essence is arriving on top of the crown. Balance the energies within my heart, within my mind. These frequencies are too strong for me. And just breathe. If they're still racing and feeling anxiousness and you can't steady your mind, then you're going to stay in the stillness with your feet on the floor. Tap into the stillness. Show me a sign you're here with me now. Divine light. Balance and harmonize these vibrations that are around me. Balance and harmonize these vibrations that are around me. I need to attune to my own vibration, to the vibrations that are around me. Bring in the balance, and harmonically attune me. Stay in the stillness and breathe slow. And you will feel the tightness off your shoulders and the tension off your neck or your chest, because sometimes these higher frequencies are coming in so strong that they need to know that they have to be harmonic to our 3D body and our 3D brainwave pattern. And so in order that you don't go in fear, you don't, get discomfort, you need to call in this divine light to bring the balance and harmonic vibrations. Then you're not going in fear, and then you're not, jumping all over the place. Oh, someone's attacking my energy field or something's pulling at me. You don't want to do that, because you don't want to scare away these intelligent beings that may be coming in from a very, very high dimension and don't realize that you're not ready for their 22nd or 15th dimensional frequency yet. They're just excited because they see your light sparking out of your crown, sparking off your hands, and they're attracted to you. They want to communicate. And so you need to let them know. You need to call in your higher soul essence of light to be the monitor and the director. To go, whoa, 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 slow down here, guys. We need to balance the harmonic vibration around this child's head and her heart, and slowly leave your imprint of your frequencies there of information. And at nighttime, through sleeping, it will be integrated. This way, we're starting to think and operate on a path of this new life, of this new earth changing, of new consciousness. The new consciousness is connect to the higher frequencies. Don't go into fear and push it away and transmute it. You don't know that it's not of the light. So if you call in your higher soul master of light or director, that higher intelligence will be the monitor to whoosh it away if it's not of the light, but it's also going to direct it in a harmonic frequency for you to integrate later. It's a very powerful teaching to know this.
Yes, very, very powerful teaching. Thank you so much. This is our self-attunement to these energies, and not to be scared when the physical kind of gets wild. Now, we've just had a couple of days where the Schumann resonance has spiked a little bit, and I wonder from our audience who's listening live, if anyone wants to share physical symptoms lately. There was a couple days as well not the heart racing, but like heart in the throat, that sort of thing. And it does pass. It does come in waves. So this is a very powerful skill to attune simply by being still, sitting down and breathing in this light and these beings. And so we can talk about this offline, Nora, but that would be a beautiful course down the road for those who want to learn more about the communication with their higher self and receiving those messages. We can talk about that later, because that's a whole different topic down this whole other divergent path.
I think the big thing is to know that we're in this. What does they say? The times they are changing. We're in this new time of new thinking, new living, and new reacting to what's coming in. That you're going to be in control of what's coming in. There's no more fear. There's no more uncertainty. You're in the control. You're in the driver's seat. You have the higher soul working with you, the higher essences of light that's going to be assisting you. And so you want that higher essence to be your guardian or monitor to assess what's going on. It's kind of like you're not answering the door. You're letting, someone else in the house answer the door for you. Well, you're getting the higher light essence. This is something that's coming in very strong right now. Balance and align it, attune it to my frequencies, but I'm not ready. It's too strong. So work with it instead of not knowing what it is and being in fear of what it is.
Yes, powerful, very powerful tip there. That feels really good too. And so I think there's a lot of relief going on out there. Okay, so we are going to be doing live readings and answering questions in this show, but first we've got another beautiful experience with Nora as we get ignited and enlightened into these master frequencies of knowledge. So we're looking forward to this, Nora. Share about that, and then we can begin.
Did you want the activation?
Well, first, tell us a little bit about how this came. Well, we know this came to you from your guides. What is this activation going to do? It's really going to activate our third eye.
Yeah, and it's really about what I was talking about with this. It's different information that comes in all the time, and I always find that when people understand what's happening with the mind, when they understand through the mind, then the activations, or when these highlight particles start coming in, it really makes it so much easier to start adjusting yourself and start to really be excited about your journey and be on a journey, not just be on, well, I don't know if it's going to work for me. I don't know what's going to happen. You're going to have this essence of really invoking your soul essence and its light intelligences. And then your mind just moves away from the unknowing state and it starts balancing everything within you. So what happened with what I wanted to talk about was that there's this higher soul essence that starts coming in. And when you breathe in these higher frequencies, as you breathe them in, they start to adjust these particles of your conscious mind. They start to adjust it. And as that adjustment starts taking place within your inner mind, each day when you come into the stillness, your mind starts thirsting for this higher frequency. It starts thirsting for the next adjustment. And so when the mind starts thirsting in the stillness, it's like training a dog to sit still and stay. The mind gets used to that stillness. It starts thirsting for the higher frequency. Very subliminally, you're elevating your consciousness into these higher light energies, and it starts emitting from your third eye. The pineal crystals start getting more active because they're receiving more light, and the higher elevations of information's coming in. You start just elevating everything in the third eye, through the heart, and through the hands. Your feet will become warmer because there's a transition of energies flowing through the body now, and so there's a releasement coming through at the fingertips and through the feet. And so the primary area that really you want to work with is the crown, which is opening up and allowing the mind to receive this breathing in of the higher energies. Pineal crystal at third eye feels it, adjusts to it, and you'll have that waving of the head left and right because you're feeling the energy coming in, and then it works through to the heart. And I always find that when you start this breathing in, 1 or 2 times a day, and you're breathing in, you're really visualizing this coning energy of light coming through the crown chakra into the inner mind's eye, into the heart. And as you're breathing in through the crown, breathing into the heart, you are breathing out into the aura body. And when you breathe out into the aura body, this same light, Shilvata, you are building in a new light frequency in the aura body. And so they always, the ancient ones and civilizations of all of your star elders and star beings, you start adapting to those old timelines on a higher frequency. Their vibrational fields starts moving into the light particles into the aura body. You're breathing in through the chakra body, and you're breathing out into a light aura body. Yaya Shuru Yamayata. This is the new light grid systems that you are building and connecting your inner soul child to your higher soul essence. Nitya. And your mind just wants more. And your body begins healing and transmuting anything of a low vibration. So when you get the graphic understanding and you see what I'm saying, then when you're sitting in stillness, it goes from 10 minutes quickly to a half an hour, because you're going to be entranced with the energies that's shifting in the outer field and the inner field. And that's kind of how this transmuting of these energies of in our cellular body, they really just start diffusing. So when I get the activation together, it's really about breathing in these higher energies into the crown, into the inner mind's eye, down into the heart, and building that quotient of love into your heart, so that the whole body is filled with light and love. I just had to explain it so that you kind of can get an idea when you do the activations, a number of times afterwards. This is really what you're doing. You're synchronizing an inner body from the higher realms of light essence. You're fueling your body with the light essence, and you're breathing out and creating an aura light body. The abadayachitiki, the so within body, clears and cleanses the out body. Not by Ishida. So the outer fields, the outer conscious body of your aura, will soon be a higher grid system. It won't carry other people's thought forms, won't carry other low vibrations. You'll be in a higher vibration of your own frequency. That's how they wanted to say it today.
So beautiful. Breathing in the higher light. Building our love quotient. Okay. Thank you.
So I'm not sure if you want to do the activation after a few questions.
Oh, because the activation is going to take
out.
us very high and knock us out. Yes, let's go to some questions. How long do you need for your activation?
Probably about 10 minutes.
Okay, here we go. If you are on the web call or the phone, *2 will allow you to raise your hand, or you could put your comment or question for Nora in our Q&A box. We're going to a phone caller in British Columbia, area code 250, Fort St. John. Hello.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Yes,
I'm already,
please.
yeah. Thank
Hello
you.
there.
I just want to, hi, I want to share my love with you. I just, you know what, you guys are both, like, you do so much, and thank you. So I needed to say that and share that. I'm very grateful.
Thank you. What's your name?
Sherry.
Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Nora.
Hello. What can we do with you today?
You've already done so much. I'm already crying.
I know, isn't it great? Don't you love it? I always love these shows with Nora.
Yeah, you just emanate so much peace and love and tranquility, and I'm very grateful. I'm wondering if you could scan my body, and you kind of already have been doing that, but I just have so many aches and pains and stiff neck, and just if there's anything I could be doing,
Sherry, as you're speaking, Sherry, they're telling me that the body's dehydrated. So, you know, when the higher frequencies coming in like this, we have to hydrate the brain, because you're moving into high frequencies, and we need to drink more and more water. That's where you get the tightness on the head and the neck. Yeah. You need to be more hydrated, because you're taking in these high frequencies, and you unknowingly start restricting the muscles and the energies, create that tightness on the back of the head. And so drink more water for sure. There's also some heaviness on the back of the left shoulder that I'm picking up. Somebody is pushing down on the left shoulder. So you don't want to have any attachments to anyone's energies. It's a heavy spirit. It's not really a controlling spirit, but it is a heavy energy. And so we like to stay in these higher frequencies of stillness so that we can push out other people's energies that lean on us, that call on us, that pull on us, because those ones are pulling stronger now, and they create an imprint or a field such as you have on the back of the left shoulder. So when you're going into the stillness and you're aligning to your higher soul, and you're bringing in the light of that higher soul, sweep away the heavy frequencies that are burdening my body, causing aches and pains. Any heaviness that is not of your soul light frequency, remove it now with love. Ooh, there we go. It just popped off.
Thank you.
Yeah. You probably know who that person is, leaning a lot on you. And so you just ask their frequency to be moved back into their own aura field, and yours stays of light and just transmits light and love onto their aura, not to be pushing on you, leaning on you, and weighing on you.
Yeah, I'm really getting better at that. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I will listen many times over, and thank you so much, both of you.
Okay, you probably feel a bit lighter there now.
Yep, I do. Thank you so much.
Okay. That's good to hear.
Thank you, Sherry. You know what?
Thank you.
Your experience, Sherry, just helped a lot of us. Here we are at home. Some people are home alone. Others are with family or other people in their lives. And this is at length where other people's energy could be in our field. Yes, we're being cleared of the collective's aura and the people that could be passing us right out in public, but there still are other people's auras that may affect us, and that was a really helpful tool for that, Nora, to really push aside, to sweep aside, and breathe in the higher light. Awesome. Okay, well, we've got people lining up to speak with you. Let's go to our next caller. We are going to go to an overseas number ending in 4929. Caller, hello, what's your name, please?
Hello.
Hi.
It's Michelle. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Michelle?
Hi. I would just like to, I'm doing really well, I think, at the moment in staying in my love and my light, but, well, there's a but. There are things that I want to bring through for my higher service, like there's a healing frequency that I'm attempting to bring through, and things that will sort of say to me, like, I want you to write an activation, and I just immediately go into, well, I don't know how to do that. And it's like, well, no, I don't know how to do that because I'm in my own way. So I just kind of like to know more how to center myself so that I can actually listen and hear these frequencies and be step forward and be of service.
Yeah. Is it Michelle? Is that your name?
It is, yes.
Okay. So while you're talking, there is a very powerful Holy Spirit frequency above your head, but it's kind of to behind the head, almost like as if it's wavering behind, not very far, but it is behind. We want that energy of the Holy Spirit of our highest connective fields aligned on top of our head so we can get that holy frequency moving through the crown chakra, moving through the inner mind's eye and into the heart. And so when you're sitting still in the morning or you're sitting in the afternoon chair, you're going to just go into the stillness. And feel the stillness around you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to say in your inner mind, you don't have to say it out loud, you can just say it in your inner mind, show me a sign that you're here with me now. I need to know that you are with me. I need to connect with this holiest presence of all that I am, so that I may be of service to you.
Yes.
Show me a sign. So we're not praying, we're not giving an affirmation, we're actually giving a direction. We're asking, come here now. So when we say, show me a sign, you're asking for that presence to come to you so that you can feel it in your heart as your little child inside of you wants to know I'm connected. And then when you feel that stillness move up a notch in the energy, you'll feel the warmth in your heart. Then you can say, what is it that you have for me to do to be of service? Show me a sign. That's it. No more, Don't think about it. Don't anticipate or expect anything. That's it. Those 3 sentences, and then you leave it alone. As if you just finished your cup of tea and now you get up from the chair and off you go. That essence of that holy presence will take your directions, and you'll have a dream state, you'll have a feeling state, and most of all, you'll have a knowing state that will come through you the next time you sit down in that same chair at that same time. We want to build a connection and a direction. So you do it at the same time every day, the same chair, the same place, and so you have your little meeting. And you will have your own communication going, because that holiest of holy essence will bring to you all the messages and all of the directions that you need each day. You're not going to write anything down. You're not going to have any questions. The only thing you're going to be doing is giving the direction. What is it that you have for me today to best serve you? Show me a sign you're here. And then all will unfold. You'll feel in the morning lighter. You'll have an essence that you have a beautiful connection. And then other people will say, oh, this, that, it'll happen. It will be delivered to you. None of it is of the mind. When we pray, we're asking. When we're doing affirmations, we're repeating. And this is in the mind. We don't want the mind to be working and anticipating and expecting anything. We want the mind to be in receiving, just as your inner child is receiving this love of the holy presence. Okay?
There's something going on because, the back of my head and my neck has been rigid, and I thought, what on earth's going on? But thank you, Nora, so much. You just explained exactly what's going on that I need to. So thank you.
Okay, so just sit still for a second. I'm going to bring that frequency that you've just reminded me is still behind you. We want that in you and over top of you. So just sit still for a second. I'm going to bring that frequency, that there's a band of light there. I'm just going to move it over and bring it over on top of your head and then into the crown. Bathe this child with your light and love. Heal this child with your light and your love. Adorn this child with your light and love. And let that radiant light and love be within her heart, within her mind. And it is done. There it goes. I just saw it go in.
Thank you. I can feel that. It's so awesome. Thank you, Nora. I just love listening to your calls, and thank you, Lauren, as well, for all your awesome work. You're both amazing ladies. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm happy to have you connected with that holiest essence and to start your time of stillness and keep connecting and keep receiving. Yeah.
I will. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Wow, I wonder, when you took that band of golden light, I wonder if anyone else felt that. For those who are like moving that light within, I felt it. And I even had a pitch in my ear, in my left ear. So that is really cool. All right.
And that pitch in your ear is the confirmation that you're connecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You adjusted your frequency into the higher old holy essence. And when you adjust your frequency of the inner mind and the inner left-right brain, then you get that high pitch that you connected.
See, that is so important for people to truly understand. It's not tinnitus or tinnitus, however people say it. It is higher essence, our crystalline light essence. And we can work with it, communicate with it, and have it guide us. This is this inner knowing that we talk about. This is how New Earth comes about. I want to say that you are watching Nora work with individuals. She does personal sessions, one-on-one, and if you are interested in that, please sign up with a personal session with Nora. We're going to talk about that as well, but it's fun to see Nora in action. So let's take a few more callers. We're going to one of your fans down in New Orleans, Louisiana. At least that's the phone number. Hello, you are unmuted. And it says Roundtree. Hello, Roundtree.
Oh, that's me. Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Oh my goodness. It's so lovely to talk to you. I can't believe I was picked. Thank you so much.
You are chosen.
Our pleasure. And I love Nora so much. And I love you too, Loren, very much.
Thank you. We love you.
I don't even know what to ask. I just know that I've been hearing the tones in my ears, and I've been there getting more present, and it happens throughout the day. Even if like I make a simple decision and I'll hear a tone, and it's almost like I feel it directing me in that moment that I have that thought. Like it just happened when I was going to put my 15-year-old cat out of the room, and she wanted to be in the room with me, and the tone got really loud, and all of a sudden I felt the energy that I was supposed to let her in anyway. I don't know. It's weird.
Not weird. Very interesting. Nora, what do you have to say about that?
Well, the communication fields are really, really open in her aura. She's got a lot of higher connective particles, or these light particles of her own master beings working with her and guiding her, and she's already got there monitoring the frequencies. And likely the cat already sees it and is playing the dance. Dancing with the energies. So, yeah.
I doubt myself a lot. And that's my biggest problem is the first time I ever heard my spiritual guidance speaking to me, the first words that I made out was, "You are a master. You're a master." And they kept repeating it. And that was my first contact a little over a year ago. But I don't know what that means.
You're a master.
Doesn't feel like that.
So, there's
actually, I take that back. It does.
There's a time that I had where I was also doubting, and I had this skeptical mind, like, I can't see these energies. I'm hearing these things. I'm writing all of these journals. There's so much information coming in, but there's always the skeptic mind back there going, so like, is this really happening? Or like, is this really it? And someone could say, you are so gifted. Holy smokes, you can speak these languages, you interpret the languages, you have prophetic visions, you're so gifted. But there's still the inner child in there saying, well, oh, okay, but like, I don't know. You feel like that. And so when you have that inner voice saying to you, you are a master, it's absolutely beautiful for me to hear that, because many years ago, I would say probably about 10 years ago, I had this inner voice come to me, and it was when the little Nora child was in one of those questioning states like you're talking about, not really knowing for sure. And I heard this little quiet voice that came through and said, just be me.
Mm-hmm.
Just be me.
Wow.
And the me of that little child's voice saying, just be me, the me in my teachings is master energy.
Yeah.
So your inner child and our inner mind always has this doubts and uncertainties of who we are and what we are here for. But when you connect to that master energy of your inner child and her soul light essence, then you won't question that anymore. You will feel. And every time that you have a doubt, just say, just be me. As if your little girl inside of you is saying to you, just be me. Like we're master energies inside of us. You have to connect with me. We need to be one.
Right.
And you,
I appreciate that.
You will shift, but it really has to take a quiet moment at any time. We don't know, but it will be at the right moment when that inner voice will give you that master energy frequency, and then all the abilities will just connect.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You're not alone in that thinking that, I don't think I can do this, or I don't know if I have that master energy, or is it really true what I'm hearing? Everybody has that. Everybody.
I feel very expanded. I feel like I can connect to anything I want to at will, and it's kind of scary, to be honest.
We don't want any fear. We want to have I receive all that you have for me.
Yeah. Yep. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, good to hear you.
Looking forward to the activation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the activation. Thank you so much, Morgan. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I'm blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. That really helped all of us, because these are teaching moments with Nora, and this can just be we are witness to how we work with our own essence and energy, and ask for it, and ask for that connection, and listen. It is quite beautiful. So we're going to move into this activation that will leave us very expanded and in the heart center. So before we get there, I want to thank everybody for raising their hand, and I'm sorry we don't have time to get to everyone. There is a personal session with Nora, and she's also got light body audios. So Nora, before we start the beautiful activation, share a little bit about the personal session. These are two different options, two different separate programs, but they'll really help people connect even deeper. Yeah.
The one-on-one healing session is a bit more involved than what we just did for a few people there. I will be going into looking at always scanning the body first, and scanning the inner body and the outer body, clear everything up, and then I can go in and see where the inner child and soul is right now, to connect the soul to the higher soul and get you into that direct alignment with all the hidden blocks and cellular memories. That's usually what I do. If there's anything that is pulling on anyone at the moment, then I'll pull that out also. And clear the energies, which we did today. So there's always a teaching. There's always a scan of the body inside and out, and then there's an activation that's also put in all together in that session. And I record it, because I never know where it's going to go, and so that you have the activation to listen to over and over again. Very, very powerful. because the masters know exactly what the client needs in the healing and in the activation to work with later on. Yeah.
Yeah. And it changes every time we listen to it.
It does. You advance every time because the energies shift. When we have the activation, like we have the activation that I'm going to do shortly, what happens is the masters stay there. So every time you listen to it again and again, those same masters come in your room and work on you over and over again. So it's layer by layer every time you listen to it that you get adjusted. And so you'll find that with the package of the 4 audio activations, those 3 audios, the same. They're high teachings for 20 minutes and then 20 minutes of the activation, or just one full activation. And each one of them is about integrating and activating your inner body and your inner mind to move into that connection of your soul child to this light higher essence. And each one of those audios are pretty powerful, actually, because they will take you step by step with the activating and integrating on one, aligning and balancing on another, attuning and connecting on another. So each one is a different level depending what you're at, but you can always reverse to any one of them to just do your own personal adjustment.
Yes, your own personal energy adjustment and attunement. This is working with your light body. All right, so check out the special offer link that is on this webpage or in the description box of this podcast that you're listening to, and see if you see your options there for that personal session and the light body. So thank you, Nora. That is wonderful. Here is when we get to actually elevate into this activation for the higher essence.
There's also the free gift, Lauren?
Yes, there is a free audio download that will be available on this page. Yeah.
So they'll have that free gift of love, and that's a very powerful audio also. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So everybody, let's get going. We're going to go for a ride in the sky into the higher energies of all that is. So let's just get everybody into a deep breath in and a deep breath out as you ground your feet. You relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. Relax the hips and the spinal column. Relax the mind from all this talking. And just move into the stillness as you breathe gently in and out. I'm just bringing in the columns of light around everyone, and I'm bringing in the higher beings that dance around me. Nayashiko. Namaniyati Kirana. Become aware of the stillness that is surrounding you even more right now. Wayashiro. And feel the peace that is around you. These master waveforms of intelligences that are moving around you are sweeping your aura fields of the outer body, transmuting all lower vibrational energies or thought forms lingering in your fields. Within every breath you take, you are accelerating and amplifying the aura fields around you as you are receiving and accepting these little light particles into the aura. They are creating also a beautiful light cord of these higher particles that is arriving onto the crown chakra. Breathe it in. And breathe it in down into your heart. Hold in the heart. Now expand your heart of that light and all those light particles to move through your entire body. Adjusting and aligning and healing any area of the body that you want to have healed right now. They're saying abdominal organs. Allow this liquid light energy flow through you now, through all of your body, through your arms and hands, right through down to your feet. So your foot chakras will transmit this light from within you down into Gaia and around you. There is light emanating from your hands into your aura, dancing with the light particles in the aura body, transmitting out of the fingertips, out of the heart, out of the third eye, with every breath you take. You're breathing in and out of the inner body to the chakra body of this light particles. And we are anchoring the feet even deeper, and they are warm to Mother Earth's heartbeat of love. More light. Breathe in more light. On top of the crown, breathe into your heart. In Shirono, once more, shifting and transmuting all of the inner body. Inner chakras are spinning, cleansing, and purifying the fields within your entire emotional and physical body. There is awakening of a higher vibration of light essence within your inner mind. Empowering your inner mind's eye is lighting up with a shimmering diamond crystal, illuminating the inner mind's eye. Ishodo, breathe in the diamond light frequencies of crystals of light in your inner mind's eye. Breathe it down into your heart of your inner child. There is light in the stillness. There is love and there is peace within this crystal light frequency within your heart, within your child, so that you may align into the state of all seeing within your inner mind's eye and all knowing within your heartbeat of your inner child. Feel this highest light essence pulsing within your heart. As you breathe in these light particles and the shimmering crystals of diamond frequencies within your inner minds, listen to the stillness. That is your tone. It is your own vibration and frequency. It is your own hue and color of your own soul light vibration. And there is a dance of light essences moving around your outer body as there is crystal light particles moving in your aura fields, aligning to the inner chakra fields of these light essences in your own patterns and symbols and colors. These are waveforms of who you are. Yadshodaba Titiki, breathing in and out of these beautiful light crystals. You are breathing out any lowering vibrations of consciousness that are no longer needed in the body, in the mind. You are absorbing this light tone, its light frequency and vibration throughout your entire body and mind. And your feet are anchoring even deeper. As your soul being within you, your little child, breathes this light essence into the inner heartbeat. Wahadishodo, that is the love that is filling the hearts now. Breathe in the peace. Breathe in the essence of your own light particles that are dancing on your crown and now dancing within your heart as sparks of light. I am seeing sparks of light on the hands in the aura fields even more. And there are light strands within the inner minds. Transmitting heightened vibrations of intelligences for protecting you, aligning you, and allowing you to spiral into an essence of love at any moment. And there are spokes of radiant light strands moving from around your crown chakra, third eye, heart, and hands. As your feet align into Gaia and house your own master light being within you now. Crystal light beings, crystal star seedlings of your soul, align and balance you into your new matrix fields. Breathe it in. You are in the love, light, and fullness of your own matrix fields, of your own inner soul light crystals, of your own soul child being, and all is in perfection. There are masters who know you, who walk with you, empower you at any now moment. They are all around you and upon you. Breathe in the stillness to connect within your heart. Then feel the spirals of your own light essence moving within your heart, moving through your crown and splashing out into your aura. For more of the Master's threads of light particles to begin weaving harmonic frequencies of oneness in your matrix field of a light aura body. Feel the essence and breathe it in each day now. And know this light energy that is within you now is who you are. There are spirals of light essences that continue to pour upon all crown chakras from way above and beyond. And we are blending and harmonizing and integrating all of these light threads each day now, and attuning and harmonizing with every breath we take. Just receive and integrate all the knowledge and wisdom, with this love, with this peace, with this harmony. Yayashowa Netikindia Wayachinu. One long deep breath into your heart and transmit onto your hands. As you move your hands out, breathe the light particles of your own light essence onto all that you are as master energy. Me, the Enchi. Move your fingers a little bit and wiggle your toes as you come back into your own stillness within your own room, knowing that you have connected and harmonically aligned. And begin rebuilding each day the new inner body into the new light body. It is done. Just hold that frequency for a minute here. There's energy coming on top of my crown. This is the alignment of the master coming in to speak a word. Ekaya shoadana nchiyachuno kokoetaya. Listen to your heartbeat, children. Naya shodo and feel no kokoeshaya, our presence. Ni inchidana. That is the holiest light that opens up the third eye with a diamond vibration into your inner mind's eye. That will adjust your hearing. Will bathe your inner heartbeat of your inner child to becoming the soul light strand of this holiest essence through breathing in and becoming. The holiest master energy is all that you are. They are circling around all who are here, an essence of a beautiful ring of light in all aura fields for our highest integration and harmonic attunement while they sleep tonight to integrate their own soul light essence, harmonically vibrate the tunes that they heard, the hues that they saw, and the harmonics that they felt in their heart. We leave We leave you, child. And we leave the energy here. And their energy is much lighter on my head as they leave. It is complete.
Well, we are feeling complete. That was very interesting. I see a marker of 111 minutes on my counter, and that right there is a beautiful confirmation as well.
111 certainly is.
And yesterday was a 444 day, and we're all feeling so beautiful in these energies. That was a beautiful activation. Nora, thank you so much. We can feel now more of what this means, and this is always here for us. You've shared so much.
There's a lot of knowledge there today, and this activation will allow everyone to step back into the alignment and tap into their harmonic frequency. And it only takes a few minutes, and it's going to be a fabulous year. It really is. We're just on the cusp of learning how much light is bursting out of us, ready to transmit on every kingdom and element around. It's going to be exciting this summer, for sure.
So hold on to your crowns, everyone, as we really expand in this light and move in these energies. A lot going on, and Nora has helped explain what we may not have understood with these frequencies and these energies. And I love it, and I love the fact that we can, in a minute, in a moment, go into this space at any time. Very, very powerful. And that is your mastery. Every one of you is a master, and we are just remembering that. Mm-hmm. Nora, thank you so much for this beautiful experience and quantum conversation.
Well, thank you for having me on the show again. It's always lovely to come on the air and just feel the essence of all the people, their excitement and the activation where everyone just soars into a huge, tall strand of light that I see everywhere. So many strands of light moved into a harmonic vibration. So, yeah, it's so nice to be on the show. I just enjoy it all the time. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Loren.
Oh, and thank you, Nora. We give you and we give everyone a giant heart hug. Thank you, everyone, for opening your hearts, opening and connecting to this beautiful essence of you. The world is different now. The world is lighter, and it's because of your love. Thank you, Nora.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Namaste, Nora. Thank you. And again, if you would like Nora's special offer with a personal session and her light body activation audios, that is available for you in the special offer that's on this webpage. Thank you, everyone. We love you. And as we hang out in this frequency a little bit longer, I'd like to play plant music. Enjoy the frequencies of plants that continue to bring forth the multidimensional energies translated into music. Plants are here to assist us as well. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this program, please share it with your friends and loved ones. And we thank you for shining your magnificent light and adding it to the world. This is when we love ourselves like no one else can. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste. Quantum Conversations, your portal to the inner realms. Access infinite possibilities, infinite mastery, and infinite love. Mind-expanding, heart-opening conversations with some of the greatest spiritual teachers, luminaries, and healers of today's world. Usher in new earth by living in your sacred heart. Quantum Conversations is brought to you by acoustichealth.com, home of music from the universe, online healing retreats, and this program. Claim your free registration to daily shows at acoustichealth.com. acoustichealth.com, your portal to the inner realms.